Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We are a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world. We are on a mission to banish poverty, and we are streaming live, I hope, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance publicly. We've been around for almost 4 years, putting in solid foundations, and we're now in a position where we're starting to build our economy to improve the liquidity and value of our currency for the benefit of all our citizens. And anybody can be a citizen. There is no cost to join. There is no obligation. You can just come along, prove you're a real person. As long as you're over the age of majority, usually 18, you're very welcome. Come along, bring a positive mental attitude, and you'll fit in really well. We are a non-separatist organization. What does that mean? It means that we don't recognize superficial differences like color, gender, language, educational level, financial status, height, weight, any of those things. It doesn't matter. We just see everybody as a human being. We recognize each human being is unique, and so has something unique to offer our community, and therefore is of equal value to our community. Should be treated, therefore, with the same love and respect as everybody else. Okay. We normally go over to Facebook to see the comments there, because the app that we use that streams on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group doesn't show names of people in Facebook, and it is where we get most of the comments. But I do see we have Lewis in from Portugal on YouTube saying hi to everybody. We will be getting started in just a moment with a very short prayer to help us find true happiness in life. And that is something that you can't buy. There are a lot of people that have got more money than they know what to do with, and they're still not happy. The great thing about finding the right path to true happiness is that along with that happiness comes everything that you want and need as well. It just seems to be attracted to you. So how do you go about it? Well, you go about it by simply being of loving service to others. And the more you do that, the more everything that you want and need in life will flow to you. And you will have that untarnishable, constant joy within. You will be contented and happy and have everything that you want and need in life. Okay. So let's head over to Facebook now. Let me get there. And when I get there, I'll be looking for the group We Share Abundance publicly. And that should come up for the 25th of January, and it does. And if I click to expand, with a bit of luck, we'll get the comments up. And we do. Okay. So hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. We've been doing better with the sound. We seem to have got the bugs sorted out eventually. And we've got Norman in from Doncaster in UK, Richard from Devon in the UK, and Buzina from Scotland, also in the UK, Edinburgh, capital of Scotland. And up in Scotland there, and many other places around the world, today they will be celebrating Burns Night. Haggis, neeps, tatties, and a wee dram. Okay, so that is what you can expect if you go out to a Scottish-themed hostelry today. With a bit of luck, they'll even pipe the haggis in. There used to be a pub in Rochdale called the Burns Tavern, and I don't know whether it's still there, up in Norden, Rochdale. And they always, on Burns Night, they used to pipe the haggis in, and good time was had by all. So it's rather good, rather fun. We in fact did have our lunch today. Rather than a Burns night supper, we had a Burns lunch. We had haggis and deeps and tatties for lunch. Okay, right. We've also got Kingsley in from Manchester, UK. So let's get started. Nothing to stop us getting started, and then you can go and get tucked into your haggis. Okay. So we are going to start with that prayer. We'll follow it with a little affirmation, and then I'll get on to the updates. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member may find the joy of service. And through service, bless each member, that they attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And we have the affirmation. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, we got Kingsley in from Manchester, UK as well. A lot of UKs today, not many from other locations, not at this moment in time anyway. Let's get started with the numbers before I forget to do them. In the last 24 hours, we had a net increase of 16 in our registered members to 41,653. We had an increase of 11 in our active members to 4,384. And we have, I was going to say no change, but there is actually. We have one email increase of email verified members in Multiply Weezer. No change in the number of members that have bought advertising, and the bonus pool did just creep into the next dollar from the revenue share that you get just from logging in. It's now standing at $10,332. Okay, those are your numbers. So where are we up to? Well, we're working steadily on both the Share Hope plan and the 777 plan. And it will be exciting when we get them launched, but we're not quite there yet. Devian is still working on the 777 plan. She reckons she'll have it completed this week. We'll get it uploaded and tested. So that should be live next week. Fingers crossed. Share Hope is in good shape. I've been testing it today, but there are some things that I need adjustments on. They're only little adjustments, but I can't continue testing, or it's not worth me continuing testing until those are done, because they affect so many different things. So that's where we are with that. I'm hoping that Rohit is about. I've got a message here. Who's this? No. So I'm waiting for Rohit to make those adjustments. He's pretty good. The problem is we have a time difference when he's available and when I'm available. And so I leave him the comments, and when he gets to them, then he does them, and then he gets back to me. And it just takes a little bit more time than if we were sat over a table, or, sat at the same table saying, okay, yeah, what about this, Rohit? And he could go boom, 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 boom. And I go, oh, great, boom, it would be done in a flash. But it just takes a little bit longer, but we'll get there. We had some good news today as well. I don't know whether this will show on a screen share. Let me let me just see if it will work as a screen share. Share screen. I understand. Window. Yeah, it looks like it will. Let's get back here. Show on stream. Go back to Facebook and wait for it to come up. And there it is. Okay. This is our Telegram group for third-party plans. And of course, one of those is Beyond Infinity. And we had an email today, which is a good news email. And this is it that you can see we copied and pasted it into the Telegram group. But let me get back to it. Let me see. So I can, no, I've done the wrong thing. Where is it? Okay, I got it. So in case you can't read it, it might be a bit small on some of your computers. It says, Dear Rosa, because we have 2 accounts with Beyond Infinity, and most of the cars, all but one, in fact, are in that account. And it says, Dear Rosa, have you found a dealership that you want to pick up your new vehicle from? As we prepare to purchase your vehicle for you, we need some information from your chosen dealership. Can you find out for us whether your dealership will work with a Fiat escrow account? Also, can you find out if they will work with a cryptocurrency escrow account using USDT TRC20? We're getting very excited about purchasing your vehicle for you, and we want you to know that you will be among the first to receive their vehicle on May the 1st when we start purchasing $500,000 worth of vehicles in the month of May. Please reply to this email with your responses as soon as you find out from the dealership. Sincerely, Beyond Infinity Support Team, on behalf of Big Auto Club Team. Okay. So it's looking good, but this is an expression in England, says many a slip twixt cup and lip. We're not sure until we've got it that we are going to actually receive it, but I think it's looking pretty good. I can't find Facebook again. Where are we? Yeah, okay. For the delivery of that first vehicle. It is a $50,000 vehicle. We've got several. Most of them are $25,000 vehicles, but we have this one is definitely a $50,000 vehicle. However, where I live, there are no dealerships. We have to go into Barnstaple and have a word with a few people there and see if we can get something sorted out. Because we don't really want the vehicle. We want the cash, but we can't have the cash. We've got to have the vehicle. But if we can sort out something with the dealership where they provide the vehicle and they can, Beyond Infinity can video us receiving the keys and show a picture of the car, and it's promotion for the dealership, it's promotion for Beyond Infinity, and it will also be promotion for We Share Abundance, because we'll get that into it somehow, some way. Then once all the formalities are done, we will have options. We can either put the vehicle up for sale through conventional vehicle selling sites, you know. Auto Trader is the big one in the UK. Or we can offer it to buyanycar.com. We can send it in there and see what they offer us. Or what would be better if we can get a deal struck with the dealer would be for them to never actually register it in our name. Now, I'm not sure whether we'll get away with that with Beyond Infinity. But if we can, then that is a prime new vehicle. They get paid for that vehicle and we sell it back to them in effect for a good price for them. Now, I think dealerships work on about 10, sometimes as little as 7% on the new vehicle, around about 7 to 10%. There may be more in certain circumstances, but the dealerships make most of their money from the servicing and thing that happens afterwards. And financing. Now, there won't be any financing, so they won't be making money on the financing. There won't be any servicing, so they won't be making money on the servicing. But if they're only making like 7 to 10%, we could afford to give them 20%, come out of it with $40,000 in cash. And then that $40,000 in cash we could use for prizes in the leaderboard competition for Share Hope. If we have some big cash prizes like that, that will attract some top marketers to come in and they are capable of bringing in a lot of people pretty quickly. I don't particularly want people that can bring in 1,000 people in a week or something and win it and everybody else gets blown away. I would rather have somebody that is a good, steady marketer that is going to keep bringing people in on a regular basis over the next 12 months, 2 years, 5 years, whatever. So that's the type of person that we would like to attract. And it may be that we can find a way to attract that by the way that we pay the leaderboard winners. And that would also mean that everybody's in with a shout, you know, because if you go out there and do what you can, everybody can bring in a fair amount of people. And then it's up to just whoever wants it the most, really. So also, if we have like 40,000, we could give a top prize of 20,000 and then 7,000 and 3,000 and 5 2,000s or something like that. So that once again would give everybody a chance. My initial idea was that we would just simply give the car away and there would only be one prize, but that would need the blessing of Beyond Infinity. I'm not sure they'd want to go with that. And even if they did, it would be a delayed process because they want to get people there to video things and so for their own publicity, and that could be anywhere in the world. And and also it would mean there was only one winner. So I think if we can come to a sort of deal with a dealership somewhere and we can work it out on this initial deal and see how it goes, and then we can say, you know, we've got a lot of these coming up, and it would be a very good way to get a lot of cash in. When I say a lot, it's a lot for us, on a fairly regular basis as the cars become available to us. So anyway, it is there. I'm too busy at the moment to take a trip up to Barnstaple, where I'll have to go to speak to dealers. I might be able to do something by email put something together. That would probably be best. And then if we get some positive reaction from people, then then we can go up there and just sort of dot the I's and cross the T's and get it sorted out. If the dealers in Barnstaple don't want to play ball, then it means going a bit further, probably to Exeter, which is a little bit more hassle. That's like a good 2-hour drive from here. So it's there anyway. It's coming through. So I will, when I can afford to put some time a day into getting over to Barnstaple and sorting things out with people, do that. I'll perhaps put something together in an email first and see if we get some interest from people. But that is the situation. We do have that notification from Beyond Infinity. I'm pretty sure that this first vehicle will come through okay, because they want the good publicity from it. So what happens beyond the first vehicle, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But we have several that are available. I'm not sure what value the next one is. It might be a 25,000, or it might be that big one for $125,000. We'll have to wait and see. But let's take one step at a time. We will be working on that first vehicle from Beyond Infinity. Norman says Beyond Infinity suggests selling back to the dealership. Yeah, it's if the dealership will play ball. We've got to contact the dealers and see how it all works out. But that's what I was talking about. I was saying if we can do that, that's fine. It'll probably drop 20% to the dealer, and we'll get the rest. We might be able to do it a little bit better than that. I don't know, but I wouldn't want to go more than losing 20%, because I think they could get that anyway. Okay, so that is the good news. We've got Reynold in from Trinidad and Tobago as well. What other news have I got for you? Nothing really, I don't think. I think that is pretty much it. I did add a blog post in the post, if you want to go to it. I spelt it right. Yeah. If you want to head over there, I think there are a couple that you perhaps haven't seen, Steve's asking about Cash Cow. I'll come back to you on that when I've just talked about this. I think there are a couple of posts probably that you've not seen on that blog, but if you go there, there's one that's topical. It's about Burns Night. So if you like it, share it. Let me pop that into the app here as well, so that people on YouTube and Twitch also get that. Okay, Steve is asking about Cash Cow. This has been covered pretty regularly. Cash Cow, I am now setting up the systems for that. I'm going to be doing it, and anything we get from ROI tips is just going to be a bonus. because ROI tips are a pain, and we've been buggered about by them, excuse my language, for 15 months, probably over 15 months now. And we've got nothing to show for it at all. Hopefully they will come through with something eventually, and as I say, that will be treated as a bonus. But I am pretty close to having my campaigns sorted out. I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to get every Cash Cow member. We've closed the program. We're not accepting any more people into the Cash Cow, so it will be worked on a different basis than originally. But we will get everybody to a good, steady monthly income, plus a bit extra from things in the next, well, by the end of this year, within the next 12 months, within the next 11 months, virtually now. I have that plan all mapped out. I will be mailing all the participants in the Cash Cow program when I just got the final bits in place, and the rotation will be set up, and we'll be sending the traffic, and it'll all be working. As I say, if we do get some decent response from ROI tips, I'd be happy, really, in all honesty, just to try and break even on it. It's probably a bit much at this stage to expect to make a profit, because it's been costing us money in all their testing and everything. You know, we've been spending money on tests and all sorts, funnels that they needed us to set up, all sorts of things, additional expenses over and above what they initially said, and we've got nothing for it, and we've already paid them up front for their work. So if we can come out of it breaking even, you know, if we can make like 15 grand or something, then that would get us back the money that we've spent. And having spent it, that could then be anything that we do get back can be put into the traffic for the system that I'll be running to get the Cash Cow members into a nice profitable situation. Okay, I hope that's answered your question, Steve. I have talked about this on several occasions, but I know you can't always make it in here, so there you go. But once I get it finalized hopefully in the next week, I'll be emailing all the Cash Cow members. Okay, and we've got Sirajo Sira from somewhere saying hello. Right, let's have a look in the app and see if we've got any questions in there or anything more in there. The Cash Cow, really, I had always intended to do it myself initially, but I just was bogged down with things, and I thought, oh, great, ROI tips and Facebook ads, they know all about it, you know, and sadly, anyway. Nope, can't see any questions or anybody else other than Lewis on YouTube. And that pretty much covers it, really. But get your people in now. Get as many people as you can in. The power line will attract them. It'll help you get people. There are people joining every day under the admin, so there's no reason why you can't have people joining every day as well, because it's just, you know, sending mainly they're coming in through the birthday message that I post on Facebook, or that I have posted on Facebook. And it varies. I've not seen many today. I think probably one, maybe two, but most days we're getting 3, 4, 5, 6 people coming in simply from those Facebook posts. And, you know, it doesn't sound a lot, but if you only get 3 a day, you know, you're nearly 100 a month, you know. That's a lot of people in your network. Are they all going to upgrade? No, but quite a lot of them will, because a lot of them are coming in because they see the thing that says we'll build you a $6,000 income for $250 a week. So they're sort of pre-conditioned to the fact that, yeah, okay, it's not going to be a fortune. I'll have a go at it. I'll sign up. Where do I go? Because we are getting people that say, where do I pay my money? How I want to get paid up, you know. So get out there and get people into your power line. The more people you've got in your power line, the more will upgrade. There's no way everybody will upgrade that you get into your power line. But if you pre-qualify them, like saying, would you like us to build you a $6,000 income for $250 a week? There's a very good chance that you get a high percentage that will upgrade. If it's normal, you know, you can probably expect 4 out of 10 to upgrade in the power line, from the power line. If you pre-qualify them, you can probably get that up to 6 out of 10. You're always going to drop a few. Depends on how well you've pre-qualified them, really. But they will be sort of instant upgrades. As the system works through and people below them are upgrading and they get an email saying, you better upgrade or you're going to lose this commission, then it's going to push more and more people into upgrading. And so in time, you could get very high percentage upgrading. The leaderboard will run until the car is due to be delivered, which basically is the end of April. So that was, I think it was the 27th of April was the Saturday, the final Saturday. But we might run it into the first week of May, because the car should be delivered in that sort of period. We'll have to play it a little bit by ear, but there we go. So you've got time to get a lot of people in. You are in the best positions now to get people in and win yourself some handy cash. Okay, as well as building your network. I mean, you'll be making money from that as well, of course, but it's nice to get a lump sum just as a prize. Very satisfying. Okay. There is nothing else that I can see. We've got somebody in from Nigeria. While I've been talking, let me just welcome whoever that is. Sagir. Okay. Nice to see you, Sagir. Nice to see all of you. It's lovely to see you and not to see you, if you know what I mean when I'm talking about the not to see you. There are a lot of people that watch the replay, and of course we can't welcome them individually as they watching the replay. But I want to welcome you now and know that you are appreciated as much as everybody else. And I love you all, whether you're on the live, whether you don't watch the live, whether you don't watch the replays, whether you do watch the replays. God bless you all. Thank you for being part of We Share Abundance. You are going to have an amazing year, 2024. Okay, with that said, I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance. Until then, get out there, be Weezer Warriors, do the right thing, go the extra mile, and I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator.